Morning students, welcome to our e-learning class. Today again we will revise assessment number 3, and under assessment 3 it is question bag 1 of page 54 of composite maths. Okay, so kindly you will practice all the assessments whichever we have in PT1. In page number 54, question number 1, it is the MCQ. Take the correct answer. You all will practice this MCQs, okay, even all the question bags of all the chapters whatever we have in PT1, because it is very important. Now come to the first question. In A minus B is equals to C, then A is called dash. The question is in A minus B, that means if two numbers are subtracted, the answer we are getting C. So what you will say A with what name you will say A? The answer will be it is minuend. Okay, it is minuend, and the one which is subtracting, that is the subtrahend, and what the answer we are getting, that is the difference. Clear? So you will give a tick mark in minuend. Now second question. What should be added to this number to get this number? Okay, that means the two numbers are given and it is told that what should you add to this so that you can get the next one. The answer will be you have to subtract. When you will subtract, you will get the answer number C. Okay, number C. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is multiplication. Kindly do it in the rough, then just multiply and write in the answer what it will be. It will be option number D. Okay, now come to question number 4. 5749 into 5 into 10 into 0 into 8. Okay, there is a big number multiplied, but one thing is there, 0, and as you know that whatever number when you are multiplying by 0, the answer will be 0. Okay, so give a tick mark in 0. Next one, question number 5. Kamal saved rupees 485 every month. How much did he save in 5 years? That means in 1 month he is saving 485. So in 1 year, how much he is saving? In 1 year it is 12 months. So you will multiply by 12. In 1 month 485. So in 12 months you will multiply by 12. Similarly for 5 years, how much he is saving for 5 years? So you will multiply by 5. The number which you will get, that number you will give a tick mark. It will be number D. Now number 6. Just multiply this two, 4000 into 5000. So it is very easy. Just multiply the first two numbers and then add the zeros. 4 5s are 20, so you will write 20 and then zeros of 4000 as well as zeros of 5000. Okay, that means 3 and 3 6 zeros plus 27 zeros. So it will be 2 crore. Now come to question number 7. A sack holds 560 onions. How many onions can fit in 148 sacks? One sack it is having 560 onions. So for 148 sacks will have how many onions? That also you have to multiply. These all are the large numbers. Okay, so just you will multiply and write the answer, or just give a tick mark which is the answer. 4 options are given. Now come to question number 8. Question number 8, you have to divide 765765 divided by 765. It is very easy. Okay, the answer will be number C. The answer will be number C, that is 1001. Now question number 9. Question number 9 is pick out the correct statement. Just you have to say which one is the correct statement. Number A. When we divide a number by 0, we obtain 0 as the quotient. Is it? No, it is not like that. We are not getting 0 as the quotient. The sum is always greater than each of the addends. No. Now number C. Dividend is always greater than the divisor. Or number D. A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. So the correct statement is number D. That means A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. Now number 10. Number 10, you have to divide and then you have to write which is the question and what is the remainder. So kindly you divide in the rough and then write the answer or tick the answer which one is correct. Come to question bag 2. For question bag 2, the missing digits. The missing digits addition and 2 subtractions are given. It is very easy. You have already practiced this type of sums in class 4 also. So kindly do it of your own. Then question number 2, it is subtraction. You have to subtract, and since it is the large numbers, so the number which is written after from, you will write that one on the top and then you will write the next number, then subtract it. Okay. Now tell me quickly question number 3 answer. Question number 3, the answers. A, 635 into 100. So the number will be same, only you will add 2 zeros because 100 has 2 zeros. So 635, then 2 zeros. Then 1000 into 10. Just write 1 ones are 1 and then you will add the zeros. So it will be 3 plus 1, 4 zeros. Similarly C, it will be 85 and then again 4 zeros. Number D, 65 and then same 4 zeros. Number E, 5 fours are 20 and then 2 zeros. That means 50 1 0, 40 1 0. So you will write 2 then 3 zeros. Then number F, 8 nines are 72 and 3 zeros. Then number G, 6 twos are 12 and 5 zeros. Then H, 1674 into 0. Into 0 it will give you 0. Okay, whatever number bigger or smaller, whenever you are multiplying by 0, the answer will be 0 itself. Clear? So the I, 2358 into dash is equals to 2358. That means the same number. So when you are getting the same number, when you are multiplying by 1. Okay, so the answer will be, or in the dash you will write 1. The number, if you are multiplying by 1, you will get the same number. Next one, number J, 13 into 4000. So first only you multiply 13 fours are. Just read the table, 13 fours are 52 and then write the zeros. Here it is 3 zeros, so you will write 3 zeros. Then K, 1500 into 8000. So again multiply 15 into 8 and then write the zeros. L, 639 divided by dash is equals to 639. It will be 1. Then M, 0 divided by the number, answer will be 0 itself. And the last one, 2657 divided by dash is equals to 1. It will be the number itself. These all are the properties of multiplication, okay, which you have already practiced inside the chapter. So based on the properties, these answers you will write, but without calculating, means orally you will calculate and you will write the answer. Clear? Rest of the things are statement problems, and I think you know how to solve the statement problems. Do it yourself, and if you have any doubt, kindly ask me in the e-portal. Okay, so that's all for today. Rest of the chapters you practice PT1 chapters, and if you have any doubt, kindly you ask me in the e-portal. So that's all for today. Bye all of you.